is Havasupai, a place that doesn't feel real, a place where surely the falls aren't that big, the water that shade of turquoise, and a place that certainly can't be in the middle of the Arizona desert. But the answer to all of that is yes. To paraphrase a famous Seinfeld line, it's real and it's spectacular. The first thing you need to know, Havasupai is an Indian reservation. The name Havasupai translates to people of the blue-green water. The tribe only allows a certain number of visitors a day, and the permits are extremely hard to come by. They're made available on February 1st and sell out for the entire year in minutes. The second thing you need to know, it's not easy to get there. The trailhead is about a 90-minute drive from the nearest town, and then there's the 10-mile hike, descending into a canyon that actually borders Grand Canyon National Park. It's 10 miles with a big backpack, carrying all your camping gear too, because day hiking isn't allowed. The third thing you need to know, it is 100% worth it. About 8 miles in, you'll pass through the village of Supai, where a few hundred people live. Shortly after, the first view of a waterfall. And Little Navajo Falls is honestly only an appetizer for the 3 major falls still to come. The first of those is Havasu Falls. If you've ever seen pictures of the area, it's probably of this 100-foot high waterfall, partly because it's easiest to access. But even knowing in advance what it looked like, the first time rounding the corner and peering at it in person was still completely mind-blowing. I would have been fine hanging at Havasu all day, but the campground beckoned, only a little ways down the trail from there. To me, this was the most pleasant surprise about the whole experience. Pretty much everyone camps along the creek, and a lot of people actually set up hammocks right over the water. While it looks crowded, the running water keeps the outside noise out, so you feel like you're miles from groups that are only 20 yards away. Continuing along the trail, you'll reach an overlook for the 200-foot high Mooney Falls. Reaching its base is where things really start to get interesting, as evidenced by the Descend at Own Risk sign. It requires going through a cave, then climbing down a near vertical wall using handholds and ladders, both of which can be slick from the mist. But the payoff is considerable. The adventure continues from here to reach the last of the falls. It's another 2 or 3 miles, but the most fun hiking you'll do. Creek crossings in waist-high water and over step bridges. Plus more ladders, all while I just couldn't get over how green everything was. There are these huge red canyon walls on either side, but then you look and see a giant palm tree at one point. By the way, the reason the water is such a gorgeous color is a large buildup of limestone in the creek bed. Ultimately, the destination, Beaver Falls, a cascading set of falls with pools perfect for waiting around below each of them. In order to have enough time to see all of this glorious scenery, it's recommended to stay at Havasupai at least 2 nights. I can promise you won't be in a hurry to leave this actual desert oasis with the turquoise water and towering falls you'll never forget.